Morning YouTube, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, whenever you're watching it. Today, I guess we're going to start the roll bar that I picked up for the Rx8. Now, 1 minute. So as I was saying, we're going to start the roll bar today. Now, I've already pre-started because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And if I wanted to paint it, I didn't know if I wanted to powder coat it. I wasn't too sure. Tried going the DIY way, to be honest with you. So I painted it. I didn't paint the roll bar yet. Okay, so this is the roll bar. I saved the main part to kind of get some clips for you guys, but I wanted to test how it would look, and this is the results. Try to get out of the light here. Flat white, nothing special. Don't mind that smudge right there. Dirty hands. It's not permanent. It'll wipe right off. But I wanted to see how it would turn out if I were to do it myself as opposed to giving it to somebody else to do. So I'm going to set you guys up on a tripod, and I'm going to do the same process that I did with that thing, which means there will be no special equipment. It'll be very basic, but it'll give me the result that I want. So it is what it is, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I got some sort of special thing to do this, right? Wire wheel, old one. It's about clapped out, about done, but it should get me through the rest of the project. Impact drill. That's it, man. The one thing I guess I'll say is it doesn't need to be perfect. All I'm trying to do is get off like some of this residue. Like you can't really see it, but packing residue from when it was shipped. I'm trying to get all that off, and I guess a little bit of the any sort of like imperfections. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit before, clean it up, scuff it before I throw primer on it. The primer, once it goes on, we'll use self-etching automotive primer, because it kind of buries itself into whatever material you're using it on, and it's sandable to a degree. This way we can knock it down and smooth it down before we put the white coats on. There's probably gonna be a lot of jumping around because it's a lot bigger than the just the posts that come off the back of it are, and it's going to take multiple days for me to do this just because of my time restraints, but either way, I'll get started on it. Alright, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that that was easy, because it wasn't, especially doing it by myself. You guys don't go to the gym, so it's not easy. I'm going to wipe it down one more time, and then we're just going to throw some primer on it. Should be good. The boys always get a sneak peek. Alright, so it's actually drying off a lot faster than I thought. I thought I was only going to be able to do the primer today. But I might actually start throwing some paint. It's not bad. I don't need this to be perfect, like I said, because this is just to help get the paint to stick. Okay, so I've got to get up top here a little bit more, but otherwise else, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. It got drier faster than I expected it to. It warmed up out here a little bit, so awesome. I'm gonna start spraying some actual paint, I guess. Again, I'm not doing anything special with it, to be honest with you, because this is gonna be me that sees it, and paint's paint to me. In some cases, maybe not automotive paint, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's not perfect by any means, right? And I don't want it to be. This is the first coat. It's just kind of getting on there. This is actually too heavy. I kind of screwed up there and I went too heavy. But I just want spatter kind of everywhere to kind of just get it started, you know? It's all good. One thing I have still yet to learn. It takes time to paint. Take your time painting and the results are better all the time. I say this and I'll still rush it. With this one, I'm gonna try to slow down. We'll see how it goes. This is just the beginning. We still gotta install this stupid thing. You guys don't want to see me just painting it and post a video of painting a roll bar. Like, that's stupid. We gotta install this thing still. Alright, so wiped everything down. It's just about good to go. This is the stuff we're going to be using. I got 2 cans of it. I should only need 1, but there's a time limit on this stuff. Once you kind of pop it on the bottom here, you kind of have limited time to get the stuff done. It just won't hang around forever. It'll eventually dry up because of the hardener in there. This will do fine. I've used it on the hood, I've used it on my door handle, I've used it on the spoiler. It works great, to be honest with you. Learned my lesson. I picked up the 1K before, and the 1K doesn't work as good as, or at least in my opinion, the 1K doesn't work as good as the 2K here. So we're gonna go with this one. Probably could have got away with the 1K because it doesn't need to be perfect, but this will give it a smoother, in my experience, finish. So we'll see how it goes. So as you can see, well, we're continuing the roll bar. I don't have a paint booth. I don't know any painters, and the weather's really kind of crappy outside, to be honest with you. So, ever see Dexter? Figured to throw up some painter's plastic sheeting. I should protect it from anything completely unnecessary. It doesn't need to be perfect because, again, like I told you when I was painting it, I'm the only one that's going to see it and no one's going to be up and close, like, inspecting it. The only part that's kind of left open is the roof line here, and it shouldn't be there's not enough stuff floating in the air for me to actually worry about that. What I'll do though is I'll wipe this down one more time because I have gotten some fingerprints on it since lifting it up. Lifting it up, by the way, kind of sucked. Yeah, wasn't fun last night, but I got it set up so I could do this over the weekend. I put the Rx8 out front, and yeah, this is it. It's my makeshift paint booth, I guess. So I'll grab the clear that I'm gonna use, and then I'll wipe it down, and we'll get our first coat on. Key with this again is try to take my time so it doesn't come off in blotches, but it shouldn't honestly change very much from this, because I got a flat clear instead of like a gloss. I didn't want the glossy look. I didn't want a satin because that would add more gloss than I want. If you know the sheen differences, you'll know what I'm going for. I'm going for a flat matte white. Yeah, that's about it. Let me get set up. We'll see what's going on. It's activated. Now, I was just looking it over, and it says 36 months after you activate it. I call BS, but don't know, maybe, who knows. Either way, we're on a clock. It is 12:45, and I'm gonna spray my first coat very lightly, and then I'll wait 15 minutes. I'll come back out here. I'll spray a tiny bit heavier of a coat, another light coat basically, and I'll let that sit for half an hour, and I'll go from there. Coat one done. Very wasteful with this, mainly because I have a second can and I want coverage everywhere. Timer starts now. Next time we'll put the respirator on, because this is not the stuff you want to be breathing in. Don't do what I do. Just the good stuff. Gonna do another light coat, and then after that dries, we'll do heavier coats from there. But a bit thicker than I had planned, but it is. Might actually need the second can. Oh well, here's what it is. Let's let it dry. Hi again. Back to it again. I'm hoping that if I could just take out this seat and push down the passenger seat, that'll give me enough room to get the roll bar in here without having to take the passenger seat out. Trying to minimize the work, if that's at all possible. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Man. That was actually a lot less fun than I expected, to be honest with you. But we are out. Good to go. We got to do a bit of a vacuum in here, get it nice and clean. And then I'm hoping, with any luck at all, we'll just be able to tip that forward, the passenger seat, and I'll be able to slide the the old roll bar in there. We'll see, I guess. I don't know, I'm kind of just winging it at this point. Bro, if that didn't record, let's try this update business again. Okay, so last night I had Joel come over and we were able to get the cage in, roll bar, cage, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if I can get you guys sitting there. And, well, I didn't record because I didn't know if Joel wanted to be on camera or not. So I left it and we kind of just cracked on with it, which turned out to be good because we kind of struggled a little bit just because it was very awkward kind of positioning. We did have to take out the passenger seat in order to be able to kind of flex everything around and make everything work, right? So this is how it sits right now. It's in. My initial thought was I was going to be able to place it on top of the carpet and just bolt through, but turns out there's a fuck ton of padding down here, and it gave us a ton of room to get it where it was lined up a bit better. I blew the holes through last night, and I mean, I'm pretty good with it. I'm gonna try to enlarge them a little bit more now, because when I drilled the holes last night, I drilled them with just a bit that was relatively close. It's the one I used, right? I can't decide whether I want the little bit of wiggle room, just like this has, right? It would be this bit, okay? There's a little bit of wiggle room on the bolt, or if I want the bolt to be super snug. And right now it's super snug and probably would need a little bit more to get it in there. I think I'm just gonna bore it out a little bit so there's a little bit of wiggle room. The other thing that I noticed that I'm not too sure how I feel about is that the kit didn't come with any washers or anything, right? So you just have this little ledge here up against the metal to kind of secure it down, and it's fastened on the other side with just a nut, as opposed to like a locking nut. There's no locking washers, there's none of that stuff. I would assume you would put Loctite on it. I don't think I want to take the chance though, so I think I'm gonna run washers as long as I have enough threading, which is what I'm gonna check tonight. I'm gonna check that there's enough threading to allow me to put washers on it, and then on top of that, I'd like to actually swap to locking nuts, and I'm still gonna use thread locker. It's probably way overkill, but at the end of the day, I don't want to take the chance with it.
So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. The other thing I kind of want to do, or my goal for this evening, for you guys, it'd be like an instant, right? For me, I'm doing a bit at a time kind of deal. Car's been down for 2 days working on this. As far as like getting it in, which really isn't bad. It's not a big deal at all. But I have a car cruise coming up next month that I want to be a part of. I don't know if I can really call it an annual thing, but it's a semi-annual thing at this point. Past 3 years I've gone up to the lakes with the guys, and we're just gonna go for a cruise, which has been really nice. It's always a good trip, except for maybe the last one. That was a good trip. Unfortunate set of events, but whatever, it is what it is. Everyone's okay. Way off topic. So I want to be a part of that. No, I'm not gonna say that this is gonna take a month to do. It's really not. That's not even close to being true. But there's also some meets coming up that I'd like to try to get in before the little one gets here. And there's just a couple things I'd like to do that I'd like the car to be up and running for. So not gonna piss about with this. I just want to get it done, but I don't want to rush it at the same time. You know what I mean? So probably could have told you all this over like a voiceover. I need to probably start doing some of that so you guys see and hear my mindset, I guess, maybe. So I'm gonna drill these holes out real quick, see if I can get it to fit in there a little bit better the way I'd like to, and we'll go from there. That's enough thread for me. I'll be happy. Like, once I cinch that down, I think that would be okay. And I still kind of want to put a locking nut on here, but, and a huge but at that, is that rear one right there, man. This rear one here, I don't trust that worth a damn. That's not enough thread to hold shit. So I think I'm gonna grind this down. I think that's what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna sew the other side is the exact same way. I'm gonna drill those holes out and plan to just sand it down, bring it down to this level, you know, and then I guess go from there, really. We'll see, we'll see. I would have to grind it down a little and bring it down to here. Oh, it's nice and flat. And it's a bait. But it is. Oh, it's nuts. I don't give it. Double, down.
Right, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted with a dead battery. So I'm just gonna bore out all the holes and make the holes big enough, you know, for the hardware. And then I'm actually I'm gonna pick up locking nuts, because I don't want to take a chance, to be honest with you. And I don't know, something in my mind makes me feel like that would be the better, safer, more secure solution. Obviously the most secure solution is to weld it in, but I'm not welding it in. That's the end of that, really. Okay, so I have these bolts all sorted and through. I was going to show you the wheel well. Can't do that when it's dark. All right, so nothing special, just a plate in there with the 3 nuts all the way through, and that's about it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna do down here next onto the floorboard, and that'll be it. After that, it'll just be proper hardware, final cinch down, and then put the car back together. Vacuum first, because this thing is a mess. But vacuum, then put everything back together, and we should be good to go. That'll be better for you guys. That one, tight it down as much as possible. This one and this one. I'll do some of this action. Come on, I know you fit. I know it's tight, but there we go. All right. Hopefully that stays up there for a second. Damn it. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Allergies are killing me. It's the worst. Alright. But we're almost done here. Almost. I think after we get these bolts in, we can start cleaning up the car, which will actually be super nice, and getting ready to put the seats back in. Because it's been far too long. This took way too long. I mean, I kind of expected that, to be honest with you, but isn't that just the thing? You know, you told it's a half-hour job or whatever, and it ends up being like a 6-hour job. That's me all the time. Come on, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Next to be tightened is this. That is scaffolding complete. Hells yeah. All right, cool. I don't know if I'll bore you guys with me cleaning up. I do have to, oh, you know what I do have to do? I didn't think about until just this second. I need to cut this. I wanted to try to save as much of the carpeting as possible, just because, to be honest. Okay. So I need to cut this around the roll bar a little bit. How am I going to do that without butchering it? I didn't want to cut completely up, but that would honestly be the quick and simple solution. And I may just do that. God damn it. I may just do that. I'll figure it out. I'll get back to you guys. To do something real dumb. So this is all floppy. There is nothing here that I can feel. I'm gonna drill a quick hole right into the back side of this. We're gonna zip tie it. Quick, not happening. Mainly because probably my drill bit's dead. We got, let's try. That's better. Okay. Pilot hole. Normal hole. Oh yeah, this drill bit's dead. Okay, cool. So the idea is zip ties. Dun, dun, dun. Only the best of the best. So I'll hold that there, and we're gonna go roughly right there. Make a quick slit. Oh man, no it ain't. Now you can't find this stupid thing. Come on now. Well, you know what? Okay. Right there. There. That's the hole. Right there's the hole. Yeet. Come on. No? You're just gonna make me larger than? Is that what's happening? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay. And through the back side, like this, and like that. Okay. Okay. I just kind of want to hold it in place because I don't like floppy. Flushies. Zip ties, always cut them flush. Nothing worse than cutting your hands on them. Because I've been cut plenty of time. That's good. Cool. Alright. This goes here. This goes up here. This goes up here like this. Like that. I think it was like 15 or something like that. Yeah. No, weird size. For whatever reason, they use the 15 back here. Okay. And then this. Like this. And this is also a 15. I should have done the other side, plus I want to piss it down outside. Because I don't want to, I want to touch it. I always have a 14. It was a 14 for this one, at least. Come on. Cool. Alright.
try this again. So the roll bar is installed, nice and solid. I left the passenger side seat out for right this second because I really want to get down to the car wash, and I want to use their vacuum to try and pull everything out. My vacuums, they're alright, but they ain't get everything, and I'd figure, why not do it, right? So right now, the only thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up my harnesses here. I'm trying to set them up properly. I've not done this before, so I've watched multiple videos, and I think I've got an idea of what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna throw you on like on my head. Maybe that'll be the best way to do this, because I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera and record whilst I'm doing this without that. So we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Yeah, I don't know that you guys are gonna be able to see much, to be honest with you, but which I'm trying to do. That's nice and tight there. I need to make sure these are all super tight. Go back to here. This is actually pretty fiddly. Probably be easier if I was just in the car, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what you guys can see. That's not bad as far as what you guys can see. I do apologize, because like I said, it's not perfect by any means. The camera view, that is. Like I said, I've not done this before, so there's a little bit of struggle. Because it's a lot easier to watch, or it looks a lot easier to do. It's not difficult, just fiddly. If that makes sense. Go back through here. I'll probably speed all this up, to be honest with you, because this is going to be boring as sin to watch. Plus, do you really want to watch me struggle this much? Probably, maybe. Actually, the way the internet is these days, probably. Oh god. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, we gonna fuck this up. We gonna mess this up pretty good. Pretty good there, sir. Go this way. Like that. And it's funny because I had to take this apart and redo it. But I had already done this once. To kind of get the gist of what I was trying to do. There's the gap right there. There we go. All right. Alright, that's about what I got. You guys let me know if that seems about right. You can always adjust on this side here, tighten it a little bit. I had my wife jump back here and kind of adjust these pieces right here to give me the correct length here, and left a little bit of overhang
so it's not super tight until I pull down and really crank down on it with the front side. So let's apply what we learned again. See if I can do this in one shot. I doubt it very much, but that's okay. Under first, under and over. In and up. I'm really hoping I'm gonna have to redo all this. It's about even. It's about as even as I could possibly get it, to be honest with you. There we go, in through here, like so. Come on, through here. Keep going, keep going. Okay, nice and tight. And fold it one more time. We're going to cheat and do it this way again because that seems to work out nicely, actually. It's through. And we are golden. Make sure it's not folded. There we go. That's nice and tight. Okay. All right, and they're both about even, I would say. To the E, to the X. All right. These match. I know this was a good adjustment at when I tried the car earlier on the day. These are roughly the same also. Oops. All right. So we should be good, man. We should be golden now. Here. Okay. All right. So the only other thing I have is next you would fold these up or roll them up, throw a zip tie on there real quick, and you'd be golden. But as I was saying, so typically you would roll these up, and then I've seen people use cable ties to kind of just hold them up and out of place instead of just letting them flop around like that. But I decided to spend a little extra money and picked up these RS Pro aluminum harness collars. Really nothing special about them other than that they're just going to tidy everything up and it's going to look presentable instead of just a zip tie back there. Not that I'm opposed to the zip tie look, I mean obviously, but I figured put a lot of time and effort into this. I kind of want it to be nice looking, you know. And this is them here. So these little collars. And I haven't done this yet, so we're going to learn together. Uh-oh. This is going to go like this. And like this. And to the bottom. Like that. And then kind of place them where you want them. From what I understand, there's no specific way to do it. We're going to put them on a bit of an angle. This will also retain the harnesses themselves. So that's about right for my harness from the looks of it. I'm going to grab this guy. I believe it is a 5mm. I can't tell, but I'm fairly sure I grabbed it from the 5mm area. So, you know, for these little Allen heads right here. Now, this is machined aluminum, so I'm not going to go super overkill on torque. Or that is very sturdy indeed. Next, excuse me. Oh, man, not that it matters. I'm gonna
vacuum this car again tomorrow. Another piece of machined aluminum here. Pretty nice, actually. So, from what I understand, and I'm gonna cheat and turn off the camera and double check, but these go in here like this. And you just start twisting away. That's it. Definitely gonna struggle here a little bit, but I should check this first. Actually, I want to make sure this is the same size. It is. It is indeed. Okay, so we are going to feed this in here, and we are going to start rolling. Nice, tight, and even, if I can. I'm not very good at this stuff, to be honest with you, so we'll see how it goes. I will speed this up, because this is going to be tragic. Alright, that's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. I'm cool with that. Very nice indeed. That could have been wound tighter, but that's on me. I'm not very good at this. It's my very first time doing it. You know what? If I can do it, anyone can do it. Alright, let's get cracking on with the second one. There she is. All finished up. Straps on there, the bar in, the harness is done. Hells yeah, back to it, man. So I'm going to close up the car for tonight. I'm going to pop down to the car wash. I'll wash the car, get cleaned up a little bit, then I'll try to give you some daylight shots of what it looks like in there. Not that you can see much as it is because of the tinted windows, but I'll see what I can do for you. Either way, roll bar install done. Not bad, just tedious because of my schedule and having to do it for the first time. Didn't know what to expect, so here we are, man. Here we are. We're learning together, right? Man, I love the way this thing looks. I'm glad I did the white. That's cool. Alright. Welcome back. Welcome back. You guys are probably still watching the same video anyway. But I wanted to come out here real quick whilst there was some sunlight. And I wanted to show you guys how the roll bar turned out. Pretty good. And of course, a train goes by. What a luck. Okay, that was a short train at least. Okay, anyway. So, it turned out pretty damn good, in my opinion. Alright. It's not perfect by any means. Turns out there's a ton of, in
insulation under here. I still have the driver's seat out because I wanted to vacuum and all that sort of stuff in here. But it's actually sunny for once today, and I wanted to get a video in the daylight as opposed to just sitting in my garage, you know. But here's how she is. I've driven it for a few days with the roll bar in, and it's been pretty good so far, obviously because there's not much to be changed or whatever. But I went back and I tightened, like re-torqued down the bolts just to make sure everything was tight and up to par. It is safety after all, so I didn't want to skip out on going back and just double checking to make sure everything is tight, you know? These RS Pro collars are absolutely sick. I love them. It's a little detail, but man, oh man, I like the way they look, that's for sure. And it kind of just cleans everything up. It's properly done now, the harness, instead of being strapped down to the seat where I had it before. I can't show you the bottom side of this because, I mean, the wheel's on, right? Of course, look, the train's going again. God damn it. All right. But, I don't know what you can see under there, if anything. So yeah, so just I wanted to give you a quick look. Excuse the car, it is dirty as hell. I have not washed it. Literally just, I've been so busy and I've been a bit under the weather, which kind of sucks also. It for that I have for the roll bar install. She's complete, she's done, you know. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm glad everything went smoothly, considering this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. And I hope to do, I'm gonna do some more mods. I got some more mods in mind that are kind of like more track oriented. Yeah, so I guess this is goodbye. If you stayed around for the entire video, man, let me know. Let me know that people are actually enjoying the content, and I've had a few of you reach out and stuff like that, which has been super cool. One guy that actually knows me from my original set of videos from my other channel. Sorry again. They're so bad. They're so bad. But they did actually much better than this channel, but that was many moons ago. I do wish I could find some of those people and let them know that this channel exists now and that the Rx8 still lives. Either way, it is what it is. Maybe I'll just drop a comment on there on each one of the videos. Who knows? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm getting way distracted. If you guys made it to the end, let me know that you made it to the end, and let me know what you're thinking of the content and stuff like that. And I still have a long way to go before I'm comfortable recording in front of other people, so it's nice to come out here where there's no one around. Other than that, I really do appreciate you guys sticking around, you guys checking out my videos, regardless of how long it actually does take me to get them out. I do apologize about that. I'm just a very busy person. But anyhow, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.